And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Kicking It with Keisha&K.C. As you know, I'm K.C.
And I'm Keisha.
And welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we also have a studio audience. Just want to send a shout out to everybody that came and joined us today. We really appreciate it. And if you would like to join us, feel free to email us at
keisha.kc.kickinit@gmail.com.
Great. So how was your week?
My week was okay. I was actually looking forward to doing this show. I know we're going to do some interviews today, and I was just, prepping and getting ready. It's like now the week is like getting ready to move forward to get to this. So how was yours?
It was pretty cool. I was once again excited about coming back to tape the podcast. I think that it's growing on me. At first I was nervous, but it's growing on me. We're going to get ready for some interviews. We're going to get ready for some contests and drawings, more members of our studio audience, more topics, whatever. So I'm ready for it.
Okay. So we're going to dive right in.
Okay. Well, our last episode, we discussed Kanye and him buying a house across the street from his soon-to-be ex-wife. Well, the story started to unfold, and not only did he buy a house, but it was stated that Kim had gave one of the kids a birthday party and did not invite him.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And he released an interview with him discussing why he bought the house across from Kim.
Now, I did see that, and I saw, despite me saying he was doing it to, be spiteful or just to have a reason to intimidate any future men that she may date, he did say that he was doing it so that he could be closer to his kids.
Well, I think that any guy that she will date after him will be intimidated by him just because he is Kanye. He is who he is. Like, for example, with Vanessa Bryant, she was married to Kobe and he passed away. Any guy that comes along after him, like, he's going to be intimidated. Even with Martin Luther King, Coretta Scott, she never remarried. I mean, somebody's going to be intimidated by that.
Yeah, that's true. Martin Luther King, speaking of Martin Luther King, it was just his birthday. So that's something that I guess I would be intimidated by him too, if that's somebody you had to follow. Big shoes to fill.
Exactly. But as far as this birthday party, so Kim had gave the daughter a birthday party, and he just bombarded the birthday party. He was not invited. He just showed up, and the kids probably had a good time. And I believe that.
Well, he didn't just show up. Travis Scott sent him the address because he didn't know where the party was. Kim didn't invite him nor tell him. So Travis Scott, what is that? Stormy's
dad, of those other kids.
One of the twins, baby daddy. He is the one who ended up texting Kanye or telling him where the party was, and that's how he got there.
Oh, wow. That's scandalous.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that when it comes down to parenting, the kid didn't ask to be in the middle of it. So if you know that kid loved their mother or loved their father, invite them. Come together. Put everything aside just for the sake of the child.
Co-parenting.
Yes.
I co-parent with someone. He's sitting here behind me. How's that going?
It's a lot of work, but it's awesome.
A lot of work, but it's awesome. But I think like what we had to do was just come to an understanding that it's not about us. It's about the child and what they see, and you have to really think about their perception of, seeing what the adults are doing. So sometimes you can't just, people want to use kids to hurt the other parent. And it's like, that's not fair. It's not fair to the child. It's not fair to the other parent. And then when you sit back and look at it, it's really just something like inside you where I think it's like a self-hate with certain people when they do certain things. So, I don't know. I just think that people should learn to come together when it's about children. Be mindful of what you say in front of children because their minds are very impressionable and they can take what you say and run with it. If they see like parents always bickering and arguing, then they're going to think that's what a relationship is.
Right.
You're supposed to bicker and argue and that's love, and then that's not true.
Right. And then at times, I find that everybody's like, oh, the child lives with their mom and the child can be with their mother. Sometimes some men need custody of their children because a trifling mother is just as worse as a trifling daddy.
Ooh, there's some trifling mothers out here too.
Yes,
I've seen a few.
They just throw their children to the wolves, and a lot of times, a man. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot of times, but sometimes a man can raise a child better than a woman can.
A lot of times.
Yeah, yes, a lot of times.
A lot of times,
and that might be the case with Kanye, because he did come forth and say things like she has an unruly household, and I can see that because the little girl had went live and was showing everybody around their house. She was on social media like TikTok, I think, and she was showing everyone their house. And she showed her mom in bed, and she was like, wait, you're not supposed to be on TikTok. That child continued to tape. Had that been Carol would have been, hand me that phone. What did I tell you? And that just may be the case with them.
And you got popped in the mouth.
Exactly. You got your neck broken.
Go out there and give me that switch.
But yeah, sometimes a man, he can raise a child better than a woman.
Okay. And I think that, like I said, just back to the co-parenting, if the parents can learn to get along and just realize that it's about the child, then everything will be able to flow smoothly. You know what I'm saying? It should be no reason that you should use the child against the other parent.
Right.
But I see it all the time. And then sometimes, people will say, oh, well, the child will grow up, and then they'll see that, it wasn't the dad or it wasn't the mother. But sometimes they're so brainwashed into believing that the other parent was bad that it's hard for them to grow up and get away from that. Because in their mind, everything that the other parent said bad about the one, it sticks with them. And then they believe it. They're going to think, oh, you never came to see me. You didn't do this. But your mother didn't let me come and see you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to them, they just feel that void. And then as they grow up, they believe what the other parent told them. And then it's sad because it puts a strain on the relationship.
It's two people that I told, and they were going through a custody battle with their child's mother, and I told them, write a journal or write a letter to that child and keep it, save it, so that when that child gets older, they can go back and read what you were going through and why things turned out the way that they did.
That's a good idea. That's something I never thought about.
And that would give that child better clarity about what happened.
What you were going through.
Yes.
Keep it PG.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely. I would date and time and this happened, that happened. Not to be petty, but to be honest with what they were going through at that time.
That's a good idea. It's always good to keep a journal anyway, just for yourself as well, just to be able to look back and say, dang, this is what I was doing there at that time. And maybe, you can actually see some growth in your writing. Like, dang, I came from this to that. Because sometimes without writing it down or having those memories, you actually forget sometimes how great you are or how far you've become. You've come along like a road that you've been going down. Some people don't keep track of their progress, and it's like, dang, look where I came from, and now look where I'm at. So it's good to keep a log or some type of journal just daily to remind you of your own life, because you get older, you forget things.
Yeah,
you forget certain memories. Somebody say, you don't remember that? Like, I do not remember that.
I remember a lot of stuff, but it's like I can't remember what I wore yesterday.
Right.
But certain memories I do have with me, and they will probably be with me forever.
Okay.
Yeah, good ones, bad ones, in between ones. I just remember stuff like that. Like, I can be talking to my mom, and I'll be like, you remember? She'll be like, you remember that? I'm like, yeah, I remember that. So, yeah, I encourage everybody to keep a journal. As a matter of fact, I think that I'm going to start keeping a journal again. Because, like you said, it's self-growth. It's you get to measure yourself.
And see what type of thoughts you had back then versus now when you look back over time. And, just see how your thoughts have changed. Like you said, just seeing that growth within you. So that is a good idea. I think I'm going to start back doing some type of journaling. I think that'll be something for my daughter, because, I have a 14-year-old. So that'll be something that, just journaling my journey with her, and what I go through. And she can look back and I can say, you did this to me back then and we went through this. And, this is the type of child that you were. Start journaling the things that she does every day. So that will be something to see.
That'll be cool. So today's show, we're going to be interviewing Chevy. Chevy is a local tattoo artist, and he does some very good work. As a matter of fact, we'll try to display some of his work on our Instagram or on our Facebook page. Our Instagram is at Kickinit with Keisha&K.C. Feel free to follow us, or you can follow the hashtag Kickin' It with Keisha&K.C, and it'll take you to our page.
And also, just want to give another shout out to our sponsors, Bono's Boutique, Ace of Spades, and Atlas Supermarket.
Yeah, everybody go by Atlas. I went by there. He had a really good deal on some stuff, especially with the price of groceries going up. Atlas is on the corner of
Linwood and Davidson.
Yeah, Linwood and Davidson, right next to, I think it's a KFC.
And a White Castle.
Yeah, and a White Castle. So go by there and show them some love.
Okay, so we're getting ready to get set up for our interview with the tattoo artist Chevy, as she mentioned. So give us 1 sec.
Stay tuned.
Hello, everybody. So as we said, we were doing a special interview today with tattoo artist Chevy. Hello, Chevy.
What's going on?
How are you doing today?
Blessed.
I'm good as well. Okay, so how long have you been doing tattoos?
16 years.
Ooh, 16 plus. So were you into like art as a kid, or like designing and things like that?
Yeah, I actually been drawing since kindergarten.
Oh, wow. Okay, and why tattoos and not like paintings or anything like that?
I actually do both.
Oh, really?
Anything dealing with art.
Like a Picasso too? Okay, well, since we do know that you do tattoos, what do you love most about tattooing?
Perfecting my craft. And once I put a piece on somebody, it like changes their life. Like I could put a piece on somebody about one of their loved ones, they'll never forget me. And they appreciate me so much because that kind of, to a certain extent, give them a little bit of closure once they get that tat. So.
Well, that's interesting. I never thought about that aspect of it, as far as how that can make you feel, just from, making somebody else feel special, I guess. Just
it's not about the money, it's a passion for real.
Right.
So it's a difference.
Right, because you're immortalizing something for them. So, okay, I get that. What is one of the craziest tattoos you've ever done?
It's hard to say.
Or the craziest spot on the body?
That's hard to say too.
Okay. Have you ever had to refuse a tattoo or say, no, I can't do that, or I'm not going to do that?
I refused a lot of them.
Okay. What would be, like, give me an example of why you would refuse to do a tattoo?
Ridiculous body odor.
Oh. I didn't expect that. I thought maybe.
I would come to me knowing you got to get
Tattooed.
nude. You know you ain't get yourself together.
So remember that when going to get a tattoo, please be clean. Don't forget.
Absolutely.
Please be clean. And then you would hate for him to take that alcohol swab and a lot of dirt come off. Like, that's a tattoo right there. Now, have you ever tattooed yourself?
Yeah, I did my whole sleeve, all the way around, and my hands.
Now, how difficult is that?
It's really not, because I stencil it. Once I put the stencil on it, at that point I'm just tracing.
Okay. Now, what? How do you know if somebody gives you a bad tattoo? Like, what are things that people should look for after getting a tattoo to make sure it's not infected, or that they're doing the right things to take care of it?
Okay, so the first thing you should do when you come to get a tattoo, most tattoo shops, they get all of their materials put together, ready to go, before they bring you to the back.
Okay.
So you don't get the chance to see them open their needle and open all their material. Use clean. So what I do is I bring you in before I set up anything. So you see me open everything.
Okay.
You see me clean the table. You see me sanitize everything.
So it's important to make sure you see the new utensils being pulled out of the plastic instead of just pulling something out of a drawer and wiping it off. And, you know.
If you go to a shop and your materials is already put together, my advice is to refuse it. Tell him to redo it in front of you. If he don't want to, then leave.
Okay, that's good advice. I guess I never thought about that. I guess sometimes people think if you come in and you see everything laid out, oh, they cleaned everything before I got here, or, you know, you're not thinking about, oh, this was probably just used on somebody else or it's not new. Okay, very interesting. Okay, well, we just wanted to get some brief information out there and introduce you to our audience. So this is Chevy. He's in a members only location, but if you'd like to reach out and get in touch and maybe get you a tattoo, give us a shout. We'll have the email address going along the bottom. You'll be able to get us send us an email, and then we can get you in touch with Chevy. Well, thank you, Chevy. We appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
And coming up in Nigga News.
Yeah. Welcome back to In Nigga News. You know, today, what's up with the pastor?
Listen, I got something to say about my man. Son. I'm for church because my daddy a minister. But if your name ain't Jesus and your Father and God Almighty, you should not be out here spitting in your hand and using your spit and try to demonstrate in church how that went. Dude name was Pastor Mike Todd. New Transformation Church. Dude spit in his hand. Made a good one too. And they talking about it's COVID. I don't give a fuck if it is COVID. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna spit on me, period, nigga. You don't need God after that shit. But I want to know how my man just stood there and let him spit on him. And you knew it was coming. Oh, dear in hell, that ass nigga.
I really can't speak on the Bible, but all I know is them niggas been spitting on each other for a long time. You know they both got sugar in their tank, man. Y'all know what be going on in the church, man. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat that shit, man.
Hey, man.
That's some straight, you know, because the nigga spitting, I can't even say the shit, but the nigga spit at me. We fighting or something.
Yo, it's
you
3
know
verses.
I ain't playing my germs with
It's
no
3
nigga.
verses in the Bible where he did it. Mark 7:33, John 9:6, and Mark 8:23. And every time he did it, as in Jesus did it, it worked. Jesus even spit on the ground, made some clay, hit it on my man, said, look up. My man said, I see moving trees. He told him, look up again. Boom. He started seeing people. But his name is Jesus that did that. You know, it ain't Mike Todd.
You know what
fuck out of here.
You know what my grandma used to say?
Tell me.
The devil said the church, that's from where Jesus came from.
Hey, you know what my grandma used to tell me?
That was some devil. That was some
Hug
shit.
the motherfucker.
That was some shit right there.
So you know how big
but that
you gotta
was them boys
dig that hole in the backyard.
Them boys getting on stage. Now, we don't even want to talk about that shit no more. Both of those, somebody need to do something about that. But
don't go to that church.
Every now and then in life, you know, like in my life, rather, I meet unique friends. And today, in Nigga News, I'm bringing on one of my homies, Jamal May. Man, I can't say enough about this guy. But I do a shameless plug and be like, yo, man, come on the show, smoke with us, to talk about what you into today.
All right, appreciate it, dude.
And we're going to do some dabs.
Yeah, so we're going to be like really high doing this.
Right.
So I'm a stereotype, right? I'm the like weed smoking professor. I teach at Wayne State University. And I'm an advocate for the healing medicine of ethanogenic plants. I do sound science. I have a research grant with the university. And I'm working on a project called the Qualia Bridge that's gonna be finally getting back to work because COVID kind of like jacked everything up. But also with the creative work, I just posted on my Instagram that I'm doing. Say that. Really good stuff. All right, but I feel like I'm on like the blackest version of the Joe Rogan show
this
that
is
could
real
ever
nigga
possibly
news.
exist. This is perfect. It's perfect.
It's that shit.
We can talk about.
Let's talk about them great poems you wrote. What's your favorite poem? Can you pick out your favorite poem?
Right now, it's like that thing where it's like the thing you're working on is where your vibe is at.
Like, do you got a favorite poem you like to say, or that's your favorite that you get down with, that you so to speak like rock the crowd or something? Because I know you done went on tour.
All right, here you go. I've been patient, trying to write a way out of my matrix ever since they had me typing basically ancient. Rhythm on these pages, maybe more like ageless. Wisdom in the pavement, peep. My second classroom was concrete. The first was the garden that my granny used to keep. Cause deep beneath the soil was mycelium. A city never sleeping way beyond where the solar couldn't reach. Church, I learned teamwork from the way the earth worked. Sat alone in the dirt till my own earthwork was a neural network, and I became an expert at the task of begin and then begin again. Breaking down the code of the system I was in, I had trouble blending with the people good with blending in. The impulse to pretend gave way to the melody within. Nothing contends with the infinite travel of intimate mental proud of the intricate little battles. I babble my way through babble. Computers can't keep up with my cells. I spent too many lifetimes rhyming with myself.
Yeah.
So that's like part of it.
I felt that. But, man, I had to bring you on the show, because you like one of my unique friends, and it's always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure to kick it with you. And shit, I support you 100. Whatever you doing in life, you know what I'm saying?
Same.
And Steve, you might want to kick it with him like how we kick it with him. Keep him here with us. What you got, something you want to ask?
We was talking about. I'm trying to think what we were talking about earlier. I got these right here.
Talking about business.
That was definitely it. That was one of them.
In a gold rush, sell shovels.
Yes.
That's an old saying.
Maybe you need to hit the dab, and then you would come back alive and
right
remember
now,
what the fuck y'all was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
We were talking about, because right now, I was talking to people that's like they're trying to like do weed businesses, and I'm talking about how saturated it is. But right now, there's the movement to that with legalization of psychedelics and entheogenic plants. And so that they're already trading publicly. Companies are trading publicly right now. So that's actually what the next 10 years of growth is going to be in. And also the industries that will be around these things, like opening, trip sitter, like locations and things like that. You can like train, if you're a medical professional, you can train to be someone that does psychedelic therapy, and all of that's going to be peer pressure. All right, that's going to be huge. And so when you don't just look directly at the industries, but look at the industries that surround them. Like a lot of music things are happening right now. So you want to look at music stores, like open up a little guitar shop. I meet musicians every day now. So the creative energy in Detroit is like banging, and there's gonna be a lot of like industry and money around that. And so you, if you have, for example, a glass shop that sold pipes, you can make just as much money as the weed shop over there because you don't have the same overhead. And you could just post up right in the same neighborhood with all these weed shops popping up instead of trying to compete with the Apple Store weed that's around the corner from me with $35 eighths. Just look at what the industries are that come up around those industries. So that's what we were talking about.
That's right. Find one, use one.
Yeah, they're making it hard for the black man to get in too. That's how I feel being.
No, it's easier than it's ever been. You know what this thing called the internet, dog.
Yeah,
you can sell stuff to people all over the world.
Yeah, but right now it ain't legal federally for you to distribute marijuana all over. So you got to kind of conquer in your city, and they making it hard. Like, I'm part of the legacy plan, part of the equity plan, and right now the legacy plan being sued by the lady in Southfield. That's just messing it up because it's a lot of weed men that been in Detroit for a long time that deserve the opportunity to be able to do their craft. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dispensaries and these owners, they used to then be, you know, you never seen a Arab man on the block selling weed at the weed house, you know what I'm saying? They weren't getting beat up by the police, getting robbed and going through so many different things. That's why they trying to do the legacy plan, but it's like they making it hard. You know, I had to butt in.
No, that's good, yeah.
You know, it's an issue that's affecting, you know, real niggas that want to get in the industry that's considered America's gold rush. They always try to knock us out the gold rush. That's what I'm paying attention to.
That's real.
To cut you off. You know?
No, that's real. Like, I would in on that angle. That's mad. Because you're also talking about, like, to me, it's like a part of Red Line. Like, to me, it's like the same concept, and they go together.
Like, shameless plug too.
Plug.
Like, I want to congratulate Heavyweight Heads for being named the best brand in the United States. You know, by High Times Magazine. I still smoke y'all pants. I still love y'all. Jay love y'all. Boom. Let's go back. That was a shameless plug, but you know.
Man,
hey,
I remember seeing them.
Man, that's like my alma mater.
Plenty of times at the motherfucking High Times Awards, B.
Yeah.
I remember seeing those.
I'm the slushy man. I be like, medical slushies. But we gonna get the fuck up out of here.
Shameless
you know
plug.
what I'm saying? Shameless plug. We got
Mania's Delights, that edible shit. You know what it is.
oh yeah, you got the cookies. We got diamond wax.
We got that. We got Flaygo here. We got different types of trees.
Oh man,
what is y'all smoking on? What you smoking on?
Let's get high.
Shit.
And nigga
knows.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jerk.
Yeah, another unique friend. He got the Flaygo. That's what we love about him. Tell him a little something about yourself.
Man, I'm coming in with straight power and nothing but the power. You know, if it ain't power, it ain't with us. You know, flavors on the go. It's Flaygo for sure. That's how we doing it.
Man, that's what's up. What you got here? Let's see. Let me come in. You know,
now, hands down, this my easy money. I made this collab with Baby Money, 3G Farms.
Okay.
That's a collab I did with them. And I guarantee you this right here, hands down, find me a pack that's even almost close to stronger than this right here. Like, this is for that nice palate. Just like, man, so good.
I'm a Sunshine fan.
Man, I really need you to just roll you up a piece of that and try it, my guy.
Fan, so that's how much I love weed. Ooh.
Man, don't worry about nothing. However you do it, you gonna keep this one anyway. But this the only, and then there's something else too. These the only bags that's really two-sided.
Yeah, them sweet.
In the game.
It feel like some
we put
silk
a little
or
something off into it. But smell that, man. Check that out.
Oh, they smell good. They smell good. I know you got to be having good weed.
Man,
I saw your little hookup online. I was like, at first I was mad. I was like, damn, why they hating on putting them on like that and put them on blast? Why can't people just enjoy his weed instead of trying to put them on blast all online? I was disappointed about when they, you know, talked about your vending machine. You the first to do that. You a legend for that. That's how I got you.
Yeah, man.
Some legend shit for that. You know.
Yeah, and then that's something for all of us. Period. Not just collectively, me and my team. You know, that's something that I would like to be able to get with everybody with, like us. You know, as black people, and I don't really want to get too much into the race stuff, but we don't never stick together enough and try to get no pay with each other. And the slogan with my company is network to get a net worth. And I believe that if we all come together and start coming together with however you know how to make $1, share $1 with me in order so you can make $1 too, and I can make $1, and I'm gonna share $1 with him and share $1 with her.
We're gonna keep the dollar with
you know, we're gonna keep the dollar going, you know, period. Now, with this vending machine stuff that I got going, man, I want to be able to pull everybody into it to where we can have 1,000 vending machines everywhere, you know, period. You know, and I want our integrity to be strong, to have nothing but the best of the best in there, period. You know, like, I want to do something big, man. You know, I'm tired of not being a part of the masses that's making the millions. And I think that the reason why I'm not part of the masses making the millions is because we always be divided and we don't network enough with each other.
Yeah, we don't stick together. That's
Yeah.
bad. It's real bad, but we gotta learn it. It's gotta be a learned behavior.
But one thing for certain is, when you got real good weed, that seems to bring everybody together.
Drugs always bring everybody.
Period. Everything.
Real good weed
and
bring everybody together.
Racism go away.
Man,
I'm friends with
real.
the most racist hillbillies.
Because they want your pack.
Smoke the joint. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Straight up.
But my objective is to get, I know it's far-fetched to really say 1,000 vending machines, but I really don't think so. Like, you got to think about, like, how many parties go on in the city of Detroit all at one time on a Saturday night.
Shit, this one right now.
Exactly. And just think about it, right? If me and you got together and we got together with her and him and we all pool our money together and we just get a few vending machines, we pop off a vending machine at every party that's going on. And it ain't really got to be a high traffic area to where we got to really think about the money. We thinking about the money and having the more the merrier. If I got 20 machines, right, and all 20 of those machines is doing 8 packs, and that's just so bare minimum, just 8 packs. Do you know that's like almost $7,400 in profit just for all of them doing only 8 packs only? The objective is to get them in volume. Right. Volume.
Traffic
and then, if I'm asleep and I don't feel like getting up out of the bed, I can stay in the bed. Right. When I feel like getting up, I can just go to that bitch and open it up, restock it, close it, however. And I think that's something that we all need to get into together, and then it don't just stop at the weed. It go, for any and everything. We can put whatever we want in there. I want to go to the titty bars and put lashes in them, tampons, anything that a woman think that can need. But like a place like this venue here, I got the out coldest idea, period, that we'll make so much money, bro. Do you know?
I call myself the Oil Boys.
Shout out to K.C. MasterPeace.
Like, I'm homeboy Buzz. Like, my motto is, don't forget where you used to get your mans from. Because they forget about guys like me and you. Like, we original weed, man.
We gonna take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and it's I just be rooting for all the good weed mans that I come in contact with to make it in this industry.
And I don't mean to cut you off though, right? But once we get this thing going and we can generate enough pot to really get some real pay, I got a hell of an idea that I think all of us as men should be a part of. This rollers, I'm gonna say, yeah, we sell these in my shop.
Where's your shop?
I got 2 different shops. I got 15701 Schaefer. Then I got 13225 Dexter. We just be consuming basically nothing but the size. I'm trying to get these vending machines on the road and get them mugs popping. I also want to do a mobile consumption lounge. Like the big trailers.
Yeah.
I want to do one of those on wheels, and you can like rent it, bring the club to wherever you want the club to be at. I know you've been thinking like nobody want to be in a big ass thing like that, but you'll be surprised.
No, I'll get you.
It's private, up close, personal, intimate.
You can't get in this motherfucker, so anything might go in this bitch. Shut the door. And it's like that.
Not to cut y'all out, but we're in the smoke room. Shit, me and Steve, we call ourselves room doctors. Me, Steve, Keith, I got a group of guys, man, we go around and we straighten out people's rooms and get them back going, get them set up, I just thought I'd throw that out, in the open, from conversations we've had, my bad,
For sure.
But,
I don't know how to grow. I just know how to get rid of it.
What's your favorite strand?
Super lemon cherry, gelato 41s.
Gelato 41 is a fucking banger.
So
ain't no such thing as runts for real. People don't know that.
So you're not a grower. You just get the best strands.
I get my strands from the growers in Cali. I done brought genetics back for. I got some white people here that's been real good on the growing side. Yeah. I just got them a couple plants recently.
What kind of plants did you get them? What kind of genetics? What kind of
Some
clones?
41s.
Some 41s.
Yeah, some real 41s. And then them ice cream cakes is smacking real good out there too. People not hip. That's about to be the new thing.
Straight ice cream cake.
A straight ice cream cake, dirty ice.
Okay.
All of them about to be popping. And then people don't know too, man, like with this exotic weed game, you know, a lot of the big companies just throwing their name on some shit, won't even tell you what the strain is. They just make it their own.
Be a different strand, but
Strand
the strand
is
is the
a different
same
strand.
strand with a different name.
It's like everybody wants designer weed now. You know,
Yeah.
like, you know.
They don't know that this shit got a DNA.
It tastes good though. I like it. I like it. I got, like I've been smoking all day. I'm hoping you bless me with a pack where I can wake up in the morning and smoke and then judge it.
For sure.
And it-
I need to get off in your lab and see what's in there, man. See, can we
I always
some
like to say
genetics.
I'm the best in the West. You know what I'm saying? We've been kicking these ass since 2004 up in Cleo, Michigan. You know, everybody know me the slushy man. You know, Sunshine Folk Chap. You know,
You
shit.
Smoke Farms, what is they called?
The heavyweight heads, man. That's my alma mater. You know, I always represent them to the day I die. No matter how many different companies I try to start, you know, I'm still smoking on their pens and their CO2 cartridges. They'll always be the best. But shit, man, it's a pleasure having you on my show. You a legend to me for that damn vending machine, man. That shit was legendary. Now you go down in history in my book, cause you know, like I cherish like special weed, man. And to me, that was like some shit. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Hey,
You know?
I do want to touch back.
And wait, hold on. I seen somebody talk about you on Facebook. I had to defend you and shit because she was like, "Oh, people don't get to smell their weed; they just get to get it out the vending machine." And I
That's
was
why
like,
your name got to be good.
I was like, they know who he is. They his patients. They know what they get. They ain't gotta smell it.
You ain't got to
And
smell
y'all
it.
should just enjoy it
If you don't like
and
it,
not
it's
ruin
free.
it. You know?
I guarantee you, if it ain't super strong and you don't like it, when you come to deal with me, it's free. Call my bluff.
Nah, I
anything,
believe
What you
you.
said you want to do something with the proceeds.
He's professional.
I remember
Look at the
talking
bags. I
touch
like
back.
this. This is my
Yeah,
favorite bag
man.
right
I
here.
want to really start Ball Street with the proceeds. I want to help start making, you know, the new leaders of the new school, man.
This
We
one-
can start putting everybody, man, in places in life to where we need them to be to open up all different kind of doors, man.
Man, this is my favorite
You know,
bag.
because I
You
keep
got a
trying
bunch
to tell
of
people, man.
kids like they in the little gang.
Yeah, that's
Like
my
little
Chirac pack.
rascals and shit.
My Chirac pack, and I run the original runts in there too. Original runts, like
Right.
the one from way back.
That's sweet. I like that.
But we make the leaders of the new school, man. Like for real. Like people don't understand how much influence that we be having on you know, people's everyday life.
Some everyday shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can steer a person in the right direction, man, from just the smallest of conversations. That's why I always let it be known with anything I do that this conversation right here is part of my slogan. It's just flat out networking.
Right.
From every great business opportunity, it always starts from a conversation. And the conversation ain't nothing but just networking. If you ever want to obtain a real net worth, you know, you got the network.
Oh, for sure.
For
Money is
real.
cool, but relationships is better.
Man, I pay for a relationship any day. They be like, man, you gonna pay that much for that?
My-
Man,
my
okay,
clo-
yeah, but I
my-
get the norm.
my
Like, man, I
closest
can't
buddy.
wait to get in your lab, man.
One of my closest buddies, he once bought me a club, and that was his favorite saying. He used to say, "Your net worth is your network." And I used to always know, like, you never burn bridges, you never do bold business, because business will just keep coming around. You know what I'm saying?
You only as good as your face card, man.
Man, when I saw that coming out the vending machine, I said, "Oh, he got the weed spirit. He know what he doing."
Man,
Man, I see you got top shelf. Good weed.
Nothing but it. That's why I
You
say
ain't
I'm gonna
like
bring
it?
it here, man. Listen,
What you think about it?
coming to fuck with the Flaygo, man, bring you a pillow and a blanket. Cause we gonna smoke you to sleep. I guarantee you ain't gonna smoke everything.
My
You
ass
going.
off, man. I'm chimney.
We'll be in here quiet as hell in a minute. And in here quiet. Everybody be like, man, why everybody so quiet?
And I remember when I got a chance to sit down and smoke with Bernard at one of them sunshine joints. And I didn't know he was going to be a fucking worth $1 billion. I think this ain't worth, what, Bernard worth like $1 billion? And I'm like, dang, man, I hope I touched him and got some of his spirit.
Man, for real.
Man.
But see, you got all of that spirit, man. It be right here in the room with us, man. But we as a people, we don't never really just connect and network like how we supposed to.
Yeah, we got to get along, man. That's for sure.
Man, for sure.
You know?
Man.
And like one thing I learned, like not to put nobody on blast, I used to have a buddy, and he used to sit down and, you know, fucking Arizona, and he used to try to buy tons of marijuana. This was back in the day though, and he was trying to just supply the whole Michigan area, and he realized he couldn't because there's no way. We got the most consumption besides California when it comes to smoking weed. So everybody can make some money with this weed. It just gotta be, you know, you gotta support each other's brand.
Relationships.
That's what we call ourselves doing today, cause you, hey, hands down, you a legend on that vending machine.
Yeah. That man his roses while he's here.
Right.
That's right.
Man, listen, wait till y'all see what I do.
Shit.
That black love, that's what we need to see in the city.
Man, wait till you see what I do though.
Yeah.
When y'all look up 5 years from now, when I have a powerhouse of 15 young men, y'all be looking like, man, all of them is something. I don't care whether they gonna be a cook, a lawyer, or something. All of them is gonna be absolutely something, period. I guarantee you that.
I believe it. My co-host was just
Black
talking about how do we, black excellence. How do we in the black community get away from individualism and support the collective? So she said with love, and that's basically the same thing you saying. You gotta each one teach one. You gotta show love and show them the way and hope that they jump on it and, you know, do the same thing. Like he said, if I'm gonna share it with you, then you gonna share it with him. And he, you know what I'm saying? But like he said, our people don't want to do that. But this right here, this is black excellence. This is what this is about. Kicking it with Keisha&K.C, Jay with the nigga news. This is where the networking is going to start.
That's the coldest ever. I got to get on nigga news. That's cold.
Yes.
That's all
you can come back anytime.
That's what I was just saying. I got to be on it, man.
You can come back next Tuesday.
Man, for real.
We'll be here in the building. This is a members only club, so everybody can't come. So if you get invited, if you want to be on the show, shoot us an email.
Yeah, we got to get some memberships going. Because the other KC wants some membership money.
Yeah.
For real.
I know
that. And I don't blame him not one day.
And that's something else, right?
My slogan is things get solved when you get involved.
And you see what's so crazy?
To that.
Just so simple and it's easy. Like, how you want that membership money? Like, you got different black-owned businesses that don't mind sharing $1 in order to make $1.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not gonna plug nobody, but I swear, like, you know, you got like the Midwest Grill, you know, the Turkey Grill, you know, all of them is black-owned business. Vinyl Clothing, all of them will pay for sponsorship.
Boutique is a sponsor.
Man, Vano's Boutique. Listen, I don't wear nothing. Period. I got more money than every nigga I know with a rollie. And I guarantee you, I'm not at Gucci shopping. I'm at Vano's all the time. The guy was telling me earlier, like, oh, you don't like this new Louis this? I say, man, give me a Vano sweater or give me a official D sweater.
First 2 shows I had on Vano's, I had on his green bodysuit, and then the second show, that's one of his shirts. I was repping them to the fullest. That's our sponsor.
I love that on internet when they be like, you know I ain't rich yet. And they be like, because you don't share my shit. For real.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I can't wait to get in your lab, man. For real, for real.
All right, guys. So, got to wrap it up.
Got some scissors.
We out here.
And that's with In Nigga News.